Give me a hell yeah!
Hell yeah. What's interesting though, this is not even the worst WWE crowd I've seen. The WWE pandemic / Thunderdome era is pretty much impossible to watch right now. A huge part of the WWE experience is the loud crowd, and well, we didn't have any of that. In some ways, a massive Zoom call with fake ass sound effects is possibly even worse. Oh, the great one. But the Thunderdome era was great. Look at what Roman did. Yeah, sure. You're right about that. We're gonna act like this stuff never happened though. We're gonna act like this never happened. Nostalgia is one hell of a drug. Some smart-ass old man 100 years ago. Sure, WWE gave us some of the greatest moments in history during that era, but the whole product was just sad to watch. Even while watching the good of the Thunderdome era, you're left thinking, God, I wish they saved it for the crowd. A lot of fans stopped watching WWE during that era. Ratings weren't the best, but you know who saw every goddamn episode? You know who talked about it every single week on YouTube? Me! This guy right here. And a bunch of other YouTubers, but that doesn't matter. I stepped up and said, I'll watch it every week, even if it's gonna cost me my life. Where is my Warrior Award, WWE? Where is my Hall of Fame speech? Give me that thing. So yeah, send it to Lithuania, you pay for shipping. So in today's video, I want to talk about the good, the bad, the ugly of WWE's Thunderdome era. Make sure to click that like button, subscribe if you already didn't. Before we do that, a word from our sponsor. Hey, does your browser look like this? Well, it could if you would download the sponsor of today's video, Opera. It's fully featured for privacy, security, and everything you do online. It looks this gorgeous because you can customize the look and even force dark pages. We're all using AI right now, and Opera has Aria AI where you can ask AI questions and get those answers instantly. You can also highlight any text you see on the internet, and Aria will give you an explanation, overview of the topic, or even translate it, which is something I have to use quite a lot. And this right here, these are tab islands. Instead of your browser looking all messy, filled with tabs, with tab islands, you can have like these tidy little folders, and all of your tabs will be organized. Opera also has a built-in VPN and ad blocker. Don't need to download anything else, it's already in the browser. I also love that video pop-out feature whether I'm scrolling the internet or working on my videos. You also gotta love the sidebar. There you have Aria AI, Messenger, social media, and even music players. No need to open different tabs or even apps. I wanna screenshot this. Not the entire page, just this part. Well, with Opera you can do exactly that. You can select a specific part you want to screenshot. If you're using a laptop, Opera has a battery saver, so you can browse up to an hour longer. It also has a brand new feature called Lucid Mode. If you come across a blurred video on the internet, with Opera you can sharpen the video and improve its quality. And you can even compare the difference. So people, I love my browser, it happens to be Opera, and I want you to love your browser too. So make sure to download Opera by using the link in the description. It's absolutely free, so download Opera right now. Now, what we need to understand is that WWE had no choice. It's not like one day Vince woke up and said, you know what I hate about the WWE? The audience, I can't control them. Either no WWE on TV or WWE on TV with no live audience. You know what? I would have been okay with a break from professional wrestling. That's exactly what I said back then. But this shit lasted from March 13, 2020 to July 16, 2021. So yeah, it wasn't really an option. The first two episodes were kinda entertaining because, well, it was something new. It felt like having a shitty PC, so you remove the crowd from WWE 2K games. No lag. It was fun, but we had no idea how long it will actually last. Learning that WrestleMania will be inside a performance center was rough. I remember saying, no, just postpone it. Do it later. I don't want to see a WrestleMania. Again, had no idea. Sure, we saw Drew McIntyre winning the WWE Championship, but even he wasn't happy because he didn't get anyone to share that moment with. Well, I can't say nobody. The Big Show was there. Well, give me the title match. And WWE did get creative sometimes. For example, the Boneyard match, Firefly Funhouse match, the Money in the Bank was hilarious. But when it comes to cinematic matches, that was about it. WWE could never replicate that. But you know, I want to continue with the good parts of the pandemic era first. And believe it or not, there's a lot of it. The biggest highlight is Roman Reigns' Universal Championship title reign and the heel turn. That's when WWE had the ability to test some things. Yeah, we have no audience, so who cares? Let's turn this guy heel, something we should have done years ago. But he was the absolute highlight. He was carrying SmackDown. A lot of what we're seeing right now is because the Thunderdome era happened and because Roman Reigns turned heel. He made that championship finally mean something. Roman Reigns' heel turn is something something that we thought we're never going to get because of how stubborn WWE were with John Cena. If we ignore the fact that we didn't have a crowd, this was great, and we also got a lot of new stars out of it. Randy Orton setting The Fiend on fire, yeah, you know, you can look at it both ways, but it was memorable. It got people talking. The rivalry wasn't good by all means, but I mean, that was a memorable moment. The rise of Dominic Mysterio, the kid kinda debuted during the pandemic era. He got a lot of time to shine and work on his wrestling skills. Bayley and Sasha are still the best women's tag team champions in my opinion. They also had a great Hell in a Cell match. Drew McIntyre actually beat Goldberg in dad shorts. Very interesting choice, Goldberg, right here. Very interesting choice.
It's not by an accident. I just have a gigantic penis.
We also got to see some interesting champions. The Miz became a WWE champion. Bobby Lashley became a WWE champion. Obviously, Drew McIntyre became a WWE champion. And props to Drew McIntyre for actually carrying the WWE, or at least Raw, during that era. Same goes with Randy Orton. One of my favorite Royal Rumbles happened when we got Edge winning the match and Christian making his return. And the fact that we didn't get a crowd, oh my god. Still sad. Still sad. Can I cry on this video? Should I? Would that make it more entertaining? We did get some good wrestling, for example, Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus. I enjoyed the whole Randy Orton versus Edge rivalry. Man, Edge made his WWE return, and the majority of it was inside the Thunderdome. Imagine how great this story would have been with a crowd. Man, I absolutely loved Sami Zayn. He was hilarious with his conspiracy theory gimmick. Very underrated in my opinion. I know y'all love Sami Zayn as a babyface. He's great, but it's not even close in my opinion. He was so entertaining. And as I mentioned, the absolute highlight was Roman Reigns and the Bloodline. I believe this is what kept people watching every week. But the problem is, it's really hard to rewatch these moments. The fake ass Thunderdome is just annoying right now. And even though what I've just talked about sounds really good, these are just highlights. They're just highlights. Imagine sitting through every single Raw and SmackDown every week like your hero right here. Man. Uncrowned champion. Yeah, let's talk about the bad stuff. Karaoke Showdown. We got the debut of Retribution, 2 versions of it. The idea was good, the delivery, not so much. It lacked star power, they looked goofy. I'm not sure if they're trying to hurt me or f me. The eye for an eye match is one of the goofiest WWE moments ever. Literally, Rey Mysterio's eye popped out. Sometimes I just think wrestling's fake, you know? People keep telling me, I don't believe them, but sometimes I doubt myself. How did he got his eye back? Man, I do believe in science. Sure, the rivalry wasn't that bad, but man, it was long. It was so long. People lost interest half the way. What's also funny is that Buddy Murphy got to kiss Dominic's sister, and don't you look at where it led to. Bray Wyatt versus Braun Strowman feud sucked. In general, Braun Strowman winning the Universal Championship. Man, he had no direction. He defended a championship in a shitty swamp match. I'm calling it shitty. The name of the match wasn't a shitty swamp match. The swamp was not filled with shit, believe it or not. The quality of the match was. He defended the championship in a handicap match. Also, Otis winning the Money in the Bank briefcase. What a waste. The match itself was fun, but once he won that, you knew he's not gonna win the championship. You just knew he's not gonna win the championship. What was the point? Later, The Miz won the briefcase, won the championship, lost it in like a week or two, I believe, and that was one of the highlights. The Hurt Business were awesome, and it's really sad that WWE for whatever reason decided to end this. You know, the pandemic was bad for all of us, except for Bobby Lashley. He got to hang out with them women. Randy Orton was doing some great things during the pandemic era. The Legend Killer came back, and I enjoyed these moments where he destroyed the WWE legends and sent them to AEW. But this Alexa Bliss versus Randy Orton rivalry, come on. I just remember being like, I gotta make a Raw review. I gotta make a Raw review, and I don't want to. I don't want to. Every week, Alexa Bliss swinging and talking. Oh, holy shit, the lights went out. And I just talked about Alexa Bliss. Oh my god, she's gonna make me watch another episode of Raw? WrestleMania 36 is the worst WrestleMania of all time. Would have been probably one of the best Manias. But the fact that we didn't have an audience absolutely ruined it. At least WWE did get creative and gave us the Boneyard match, which is the Undertaker's last WWE match, and the Firefly Funhouse match, which to so many people is their favorite WrestleMania match, believe it or not. Then WWE just shit the bed with the zombie stuff, and you thought a Prime sponsor is bad? Prime is just a sweet piss you drink. This shit breaks breaking the kayfabe. Zombies, huh? Zombies. We also got Raw Underground. No rules, except that's kinda the problem. I don't know what is happening right here. What's the point? What is this leading to? I remember a lot of people being offended because that's what people do nowadays. Oh my god. I can't watch this. Strippers on television. Think about the children. Probably was the best thing about this whole goddamn thing. I just want my WWE television to be less PG. Oh no, strippers! I think I just found my new favorite character. This is not Mark, this is Mussy. Which actually rhymes with And also what hurts the most is Drew McIntyre's unfortunate timing. He won the WWE Championship, but he never actually got to experience that in front of a live audience, which is still something he's battling with. WWE finally came back to live audiences on July 16, 2021. Seeing that Edge entrance with Rey Mysterio and Dominic, now we take this for granted again, right? Like, the crowds sometimes are just awful, but that was a very special moment. I remember being like, I will never take a live audience for granted ever again. Ever. So looking back, WWE did the best they could. In that sense, they nailed it. But WWE, or wrestling in general, is sometimes in a very unfortunate position where you gotta produce a TV show every week. In WWE's case, 3 times, I believe, right? Raw, SmackDown, and NXT, and also the premium live events. Fortunately, you don't have to pay for pay-per-views anymore when it comes to WWE, but it's really hard to produce good television every single week in the first place, but then you don't even have the crowd, the people who give you that instant feedback. I wish we knew how people would have responded to this live. Would Roman still get booed? Would he get cheered? In some shape or form, this actually worked in Roman's favor, and it enhanced his character because during matches, he would actually shit-talk to wrestlers. So, you know, it wasn't all that bad. So thank you for watching this video. Let me know in the comments below what do you think about the WWE Pandemic Thunderdome era. Like this video, subscribe if you already didn't. Yeah, boy, the Great One. Peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.